people, I think, know that Empty Nest with Richard Mulligan was a spin-off series. But
Right.
what you knew that I don't think a lot of people know is rabbit hole fact number 12, which is that the Golden Girls actually had a legitimate sequel series called,
Right. It was called Golden Palace.
starring Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty, but not B. Arthur. Did you
Not
watch
J.
it?
Arthur. I did actually.
Right.
I watched it when it came on Hulu a few years ago. I think I'd only seen the pilot before that. That TV Land had aired. Like when they would do packages of random. Oh, you didn't know this show had a spinoff or whatever. Don Cheadle was in it as well.
Yes. Yes.
One of his early roles, and there was. It was an uneven show. It wasn't great. It's a very understandable why I didn't get like a renewal for a second season, but it's an interesting thing to watch because in some ways you could kind of call it like, okay, and I think maybe this is how they do it on the DVDs or whatever. Certainly how Hulu packages it, they package it alongside Golden Girls, and I think maybe in later syndication things they might have done that too. But it is interesting how you take out one of the characters and it just doesn't work. And I think you could have said that if it had been any of them, right? Like the Sophia character
Right.
went on to be on Empty Nest after Golden Palace ended. Estelle Getty continued that character. And I was incorrect. I said Evening Shade at the beginning of our podcast, and I was thinking Empty Nest. But although I think that you could do something like that, especially with that sort of character where they might be able to live in another show's universe, I think that this was an example, at least for me, where you take one of the core four members out and the show just doesn't work.
Yeah, and B. Arthur did come back for a 2-episode arc. We should say that the plot of the Golden Palace is that 3 of the girls sell the house and they invest in a hotel on, I guess, South Beach or something. And
Yeah.
so, like, Don Cheadle was like one of their employees. Also, Cheech Marin was a regular on that one as well. One of the producers of that show later said, every time I see Don Cheadle, I apologize for that show. But hey, he went on to
He
great
did.
things, so.
Look, I'm sure that Don Cheadle at the time was just happy that he had like a series regular gig on like a network sitcom, you know?